Hola, ¿qué tal amigos? Buenos días, buenas tardes y buenas noches. No importa la hora que sea, siempre es un gran momento para aprender español con Profesor Pablo. We have one more version of to move someone emotionally or to be moved emotionally. It's either conmoverse or conmover, either reflexive or non-reflexive. If you are moved emotionally, you're going to use it reflexively. You're going to use it reflexively, and these are the reflexive pronouns that we're familiar with. Me, te, se, nos, os, and se. If something moves you or moved you, then it would be non-reflexive, and these are the pronouns we're going to use. Notice the me, te, nos, and os stay the same, but the se over here becomes lo, la for him and her, and los and las for them. All guys or mixed group or all girls. So again, if you want to say that you are moved emotionally, she's moved emotionally, we are moved emotionally, okay, I was moved emotionally, he was moved emotionally, then you're going to go reflexive. But if you want to say that something moves you or something moved you emotionally, then you're going to go non-reflexive. Let's look at these two clusters here. Me conmuevo is I'm moved. Like for example, when I listen to her, I am moved, like emotionally. Cuando escucho sus sermones, when I listen to her sermons, cuando escucho sus sermones, me conmuevo, I am moved. When she speaks, we are moved. Cuando ella habla, nos conmovimos, right? It's a reflexive thing. It is person A, it's happening to person A. Person A, it's reflexive. It happens, the action of being moved happens back to the subject. Okay? If I want to say, in the preterite, I listened to a speech, I listened to someone speak, I saw a movie, I read a story, I heard a song. If I want to say so-and-so's music, I was moved by the music, I'd say me conmoví. She was moved by the music, se conmovió por la música. Now, if I want to say that here I am moved or someone is moved emotionally by something else, then that's what A and B is trying to reflect here. There are two entities. It's not the action of the verb happening back to the subject. It's the action of the verb happening to someone else. So when you say me conmueve, that's saying it moves me. If it's like someone's words, las palabras de John F. Kennedy, they move me. I'd say me conmueven with an N. They move me. They moved me would be me conmovieron. A Kennedy speech, man must put an end to war before war puts an end to mankind. And to remember that in the past, those who foolishly sought power by riding the back of the tiger ended up inside the tiger. So John F. Kennedy's words moved, plural, moved me. Las palabras de JFK me conmovieron. Me conmovieron. His speech, it moved me. Me conmovió. Political speeches, right? There are certain politicians, female and male, who when they speak, their words pack power, and a lot of people are moved emotionally by what they say, what the words contain. So again, to say that you are moved, he is moved, she is moved, or I was moved, we were moved by something that happened, a tragic accident or a sad story, you're going to go reflexive. But if you're going to say what it is that moved you, right, like the speech moved me, el discurso que pronunció Kennedy, it moved me, me conmovió. So that's the difference between reflexive and non-reflexive. Me conmuevo, I am moved. Me conmueve, it moves me. Me conmoví, I was moved. Me conmovió, it moved me. So it's very simple. It's either reflexive if you're just keeping one entity, one person, and saying that she is moved, I am moved, they are moved, like they are moved when they hear that music. Se conmueven al escuchar la música de John Fogerty. Se conmueven. Reminds them back when they were kids. But if you want to say what actually moved someone, like music moving someone, or a sad story moving someone, a speech moving someone, or particular words moving someone's, an article, a movie, a song, music moving someone. If you say what it is that's moving the person, okay, what it is that's moving the person emotionally, then you're going to go non-reflexive. Non-reflexive right here. Again, A and B. Some people, their brains catch on to this, right? A to A means that the person being moved, you're just saying that the person is moved, okay? You're not saying necessarily what is moving the person. You could say, I am moved when I hear him speak, okay? That's not the same as saying his speech moves me. His words move me. It's very similar, but the difference is here there's only, whoops, se me cayó el palito. Here it's just one entity, someone is moved by something. Here, A, B, A moves B. A moves B. Person A moves B. A story moves person B emotionally. A photograph, like, goodness gracious, that girl in the Vietnam War, naked, running in flames, that moved the world. Conmovió al mundo. Showed up on a cover, I think, of Life magazine back in the day. So that's what conmover and conmoverse. Conmoverse is to be moved emotionally. Conmover is something is moving someone emotionally, A and B. So this is AA, and conmover, non-reflexive, would be the AB, where A is moving something or someone emotionally. Now take a look at this over here. This is very common. We know that the verbs ser and ir in the preterite are identical. They are fui, fuiste, fue, fuimos, fuistes, and fueron. The verb ser, to be. If you want to say I was moved, you could say me conmoví. But you could also say fui conmovido, and you ladies would say I was moved, fui conmovida. If you want to say we were moved, you could say it this way, verb number 4, nos conmovimos, or fuimos conmovidos or conmovidas if you're all girls, mixed group or all guys right here. The end of the conmovido has to agree with the person that was moved, right? So if you want to say the kids were moved by the presentation. Los niños, they were moved, fueron conmovidos por la presentación. Okay? Again, that's the presentation A moving B, the kids. Get it? But if you want to say the kids were moved, you're not saying who or what moved them. Then it would just be los niños se conmovieron. So if a speaker's up there and she or he gives a very moving speech, a moving story, a moving an account, and you could say, wow, the kids were moved. Los niños se conmovieron. Se conmovieron. You're focusing in on the fact that the kids were moved. You're not focusing in on what moved the kids. You know, that's understood, right? You're talking about this guest speaker, and then the teachers are talking in the faculty lounge. Yeah, los niños se conmovieron. They were moved. Or you could say, los niños fueron conmovidos. Okay? But as soon as you say what moved the kids, then you're going into the non-reflexive world. So if you want to say, la presentación conmovió a los niños. The presentation moved the kids. La presentación A conmovió a los niños B. So that's how it works. Don't be confused. Just know that if you just want to say like, I was moved, he was moved, they were moved, we were moved, or I am moved when I see stuff like that. Yeah, okay. then you're going to go reflexive. But when you want to say what moves you, right? Like, if you want to say, I am moved when I see that, it's me conmuevo cuando veo eso. But if you want to say, it moves me, it's me conmueve. Me conmuevo mucho cuando lo veo. I am moved, greatly moved when I see it. You could say, me conmueve mucho cuando lo veo. It moves me a lot when I see it. But see, you're entering that second entity, it. When you say it, or they, or the speech, or the words, then you're in non-reflexive land. A, the speech, it, affecting person B. Okay? All right, so that's it. Go cluster by cluster and don't fluster. Practice, go over it again, and hopefully you can use conmoverse and conmover correctly. Again, finally, conmoverse is to be moved. I am moved when I see that. We were moved, they were moved. Just think of a subject pronoun. I, you, we, he, she, they. They were moved. I was moved. I am moved. We are moved. Then you're going to go reflexive. But as soon as you say, what does the moving, you go from A to A to A to B, like the speech, the presentation, the documentary, the film, the movie, the song, the music, the vision, the prayer, whatever it was that moved you. Now you're in A-B land over here, and you got to go conmoverse without the say on it, right? If you state what moves the person, right, and say such and such moves me or moves him or moved me or moved us, then you're in A-B land, which is non-reflexive. Okay, es todo por ahora. Watch the lesson a second time if you need to, but you'll get it, okay? Gracias por todo. Suscríbanse, por favor, amigos. Oprimen el botón de like. Y por favor, compartan las lecciones con sus amigos y déjenme algunos comentarios, ¿verdad? O si tienen preguntas o si quieren que yo haga cierto video para ayudarles con lo que sea de español, estoy a sus órdenes. Colorín colorado, este cuento se ha acabado. Esta lección se ha acabado. Gracias. Tengan un gran día. Bye bye.